Hi Mike, thank you for coming and doing an interview with us at Inite Music. So Mike, just tell us a bit about yourself, where you're from.
Yeah, them ones.
One of them ones, yeah.
Them ones, I'm just from them places there where, you know, I feel like everywhere's sort of similar, innit? So probably so how do you answer these sort of questions without sounding like you're on a sort of beginning of like a game show?
Yeah, so
hi, I'm 20. I'm fucking like selling yourself.
No, it's more like well, you're from Margate, right?
Yeah.
Which is it's a small town near, what is it? It's near Kent, right?
Yeah. It's in Kent. Yeah.
It's in Kent. So like, what's the town like generally? Has it got a massive buzz around?
I don't know
music?
too much about it, but I went to a museum there the other day, and they've got like a lot of history, and I learnt about it the other day, and it's quite interesting.
Okay.
There's also like, I've been to better museums, to be honest. It's alright. Like, it's just a place like everywhere else.
Right.
Personally, I like have my like I fucking hate it because like I'm always there.
Okay. I'm
like, something about your area where you're from will like pull you back. Like a lot of people that I admire people that can just like get away, just leave. Do you know what I mean?
I understand that.
But I think a part of me likes it, but hates it. It's like love-hate relationship.
I hear that. And what's the music culture like in Margate? Like, you're one of the...
Yeah, it's getting better. I feel like it's getting better because, I don't know, like, people have always made music, and I've always heard like what the local scene's about and what it does. Like, I came up on it, so yeah, it's not a lot. No, it's not a lot. There's not a lot of people like doing it properly.
Okay. And then, like, in regards to like listening to music, what sort of music were you listening to? Who were your inspirations? You know, growing up on music.
Same sort of. I'd say it's just like the typical artists. To like just name a few. Like, I first started listening to like Eminem and D12, and then all the like American acts.
Yeah.
And like anything that came off Shady Records. I think the only person I didn't really listen to was that like Stat Quo guy who's on Shady Records. I just don't think I ever listened to him, but I don't think even the people from Shady Records did either. Like, I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, but Eminem was definitely at that time.
Giggs done do you know Talking the Hardest?
Yeah.
That's not actually Giggs' beat.
Is that not?
No, Dre produced it for this rapper called Stat Quo that was signed to Shady Records. But that's the same Stat Quo that I was telling you about. That is just like the one, like the off cut of Shady Records. Like, it happens every now and then. You know, sometimes I get it wrong. Dre got it wrong a few times.
Yeah.
Like loads of times. But when he got it right, it was like right.
Yeah. He's got some bangers under his belt.
He's got some bangers under his belt. He's got some clangers as well, but like that.
Do you want to name a few?
I couldn't tell you because I don't listen to them.
Oh, okay. So fair play.
Well, I know they're out there, sure.
Fair play. Yeah. And generally, like, when was the moment when you turned around and said to yourself, you know what, I want to do music?
Probably watching 8 Mile.
Serious?
Yeah, probably after I watched 8 Mile, I was like, yeah, I could do that.
Okay. So that was the defining moment that...
when Lose Yourself came out.
Okay.
But then I've always loved rap music. There's that Eminem lyric, and it's like hiding the tape from your parents like bad report cards.
Yeah.
And that's like essentially what I was doing, and I thought, when you're not allowed something, it makes you want it a bit more.
Yeah.
That's what happened there.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Definitely. And
it's like when Adam bit the apple, isn't it? It's like if someone gave you a mobile phone, locked you in a room, and was like, here's a mobile phone, do it whatever you want, you can't watch porn.
Yeah.
You'd be like, that's just made me want to watch porn now.
Do you know what? That analogy is probably the best one that I've heard so far.
Yeah.
No, fair play. And then, you know what? We were talking about this earlier, and I mentioned, you know, when your album come out, in one of your interviews, you said that you don't really like to follow the rules of the process, you know, where a lot of people will plan their release.
Yeah.
You know, normally if there's certain big artists that are going to be dropping their album, they won't do it around that sort of time. But you turned around and said straight up, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to do it.
I think there's an element of that, but then I also think there's just an element of like sometimes I just do what happens in life. I'm not really thinking about it too much. Maybe I should a bit more, but I don't really do it. I don't really think about it. I don't really think about if a verse needs to be that long. Because I don't. By the time I've done a song, it's like 6 minutes long.
Okay.
I'm trying to stop myself from writing songs that are 6 minutes long, because the way I see it, I could write one 6 minute song could be like 2 3-minute songs.
Yeah.
Or a 9 minute song could be 3 3-minute songs. Like less is more sometimes. I'd probably be a lot more consistent if I did that.
No, that makes sense. But like I said, you know, at the end of the day, you are doing yourself. But how do you think where you haven't necessarily followed the rules? Do you think in that sort of sense has made you stand out in the music scene, or do you reckon it's affected it in any sort of way?
I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, it's what I want to do, so it doesn't matter to me whether it does or what happens. I don't know. Maybe
you're doing Mike.
Yeah, I just make music that it's fun for me. I can enjoy doing it.
Okay.
And people like it, so I just think, alright, well, I'll just keep doing that.
Fair play.
Keep doing the thing that I like, that other people like.
Right.
But it's not like, I don't know, I do recognise that there's obviously things to do, like ways to go about certain things, like certain systems, and like, yeah, maybe I'll operate slightly differently, like in the studio and stuff.
Okay. And then, but at the same time, like you said, because now you're experimenting with some stuff as well, your new tune is quite different to what you've done before, so you are sort of expanding your horizons in some sense, aren't you? Yeah,
but to me that's not a new tune. I got other tunes. I made that tune like a while back, so
okay.
It's not really my newest tune. I feel like there's a backlog of stuff I've got to release.
Oh, so you're holding back on us?
Not yet. Hold back on myself, to be honest.
Okay.
I should really do my thing.
Okay.
Like, don't know. I need like I'm gonna like get my own. I need to. I don't know. I feel like my most important thing is getting my shit together, like outside of music.
Right.
Because my life is fucking important. To me, anyway. I'm the most significant character in my story. Like, I am me. This is my story. I've got fucking one of them, mate. If I don't make the most of it, if I spend it unhappy and doing music because other people like it, well, that's just fucking. I'm not prepared to do that anymore. But a lot of people sacrifice their happiness just for people's sake. I think that's good. That's really admirable, and I was very much like that.
Yeah.
But then in the grand scheme of things, I also think like, fuck that shit.
Do you know what it is? It's funny you say that, because I watched an interview a little while back, and it was Lady Gaga, and it was just after she blew, and she was like one of the biggest artists in the world, and then I saw her talk about doing music and how she was doing it to please people, and she said that although for her career she was the most successful at that time, she was at the lowest point in her life.
Yeah, a lot of the most successful people I met are like also some of the saddest people.
So what is happiness to you?
Just like being like on a middle wave, like it's never too extreme.
How do you think the music scene in somewhat has changed from when you first come out doing music to what it is now?
I just think like humanity evolves and people advance and everything's changing and continuously changing. Things work in swings and roundabouts, and every sort of dog will have its day, and what's popular then isn't popular now, and what's popular now won't be popular whenever, and it's just about what's popular and who's popular and being cool, just whatever. And I don't know, there's a lot of people I admire. There's some people I think are quite shit, but also admire the fact that they're doing really well, because I think like where talent doesn't sort of work hard, like hard work sort of prospers, and then that's it for me. I'm pretty glad that I think now for artists, especially particularly young artists,
Yeah.
like in this day and age, you can say I might be a rapper, a successful one, with like money, income, a mortgage, a house, a family, a wife, a car, a nice stuff as well in a nice part of town, from being rapping.
Right.
And it's like, as long as that's like a thing for people, I was like, that's fucking sick. Because before, there's not many things you can do, especially when the trail of breadcrumbs is led before us. It's like it's hard not just to follow that route,
Right.
so to speak.
Okay. In regards to artists being successful in this day and age of music, do you think talent plays a big part, or do you reckon it's hard work? Which one will define?
I think hard work does it for me.
Hard work. I have to agree with you, because I see a lot of artists that are extremely talented, but they don't put in the work that's required.
Is this a question aimed at me?
Not at all. Do you know what it is? I tell you what it is. It's important to know.
No, to be honest, the shoe fits, so I'll wear it. To be honest, because I think I fit into that category of people that are really good but don't do as much work. But then I just work differently, so.
Well, Mike, in regards to your music career, where are you aiming to take your music career? What avenue have you thought for yourself?
I'd like as many people as I would like for as many people to hear my music as possible. For one,
Right.
that's obviously key. And then after that, don't know, like maybe make like good amount of money to be able to just do whatever, have some freedom for me and everyone that comes after me, and sort of
your close network sort of thing.
Yeah, my little bloodline, like
your kids.
hear everyone.
Yeah.
After that.
Okay. Do you have any desires to headline a show, for example, like Wembley? Like, some of the artists normally say, do you know what, I want to do Glastonbury or something like that. Any of that stand out for you? Somewhere where you want to headline?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
No?
I could just see myself at my own show, like my own headline show.
Okay.
Just like fucking loads. Maybe a Wembley or something.
Wembley. People come to see Mike like this. Okay. Mike, I want to, with this question, I want you to sort of just tell us a bit about the journey of an artist, like how stressful it is, or, the process of an artist growing to build their career.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter about artists or whatever. It's just more like you as a human, how you progress, and like it takes 5 years maximum to master something. I think that's like a fact. Like if you do something for a certain amount of time a day, like for 5 years straight, you would be a master at it. So doing things and becoming things isn't difficult. I think the process of growing as a person is what's like difficult, and like understanding life and not fucking losing the plot is what's difficult.
And would you say stuff like discipline, self-control, work, hard work, like we mentioned before?
I think the main thing is just like finding the beauty in your own story. You know what I mean? Like valuing yourself.
Yeah. Well, in general, like I said, you've been in the scene for a very long time. What is your process when you're writing your music?
Sometimes I don't write, sometimes I just freestyle into the mic, sometimes I want to like put something down in particular for someone, like it will be someone else's story or my own story that particular time, or a recent event, or an event that I feel was like would make like a good visual or something, and then I'll just fucking write about that, maybe in silence, maybe sometimes I'll hear the beat and then I'll write to that beat, or loads of different ways.
So you don't have a set way, it's just whatever you're feeling, or whatever you're feeling at the moment, that's how you go about it, really.
Yeah, just see how I feel.
Mike, I want to ask you a question in regards to your name, because obviously you've been in the scene for Mike Righteous, and now it's Mike Reckless.
Yeah.
What made you change the name? What's the process?
Just like I feel like I've done music for a long time, and a lot of people have put me like in, I don't know. It allows me to have more freedom and be a bit more diverse, be a bit more like myself. I think everyone has like two particular sides to them. Not everyone's just like, well, mate, I'm not anyway. And like the people that I research and look into, they're not either. So
okay,
I can only do what I feel relates to people, and I feel like that relates to people.
Okay, so just generally just so you can be more free with your music and
yeah, just do
just so people don't paint you in the same way as Mike Righteous. This is Mike Righteous. This is what he does.
Just having some fun with music and stuff.
Enjoying the whole process.
Yeah, just like reinventing my music and just playing and shit.
Mike, for up and coming artists, what advice would you give an up and coming artist trying to break through into the scene?
Just believe in yourself. Sounds cheesy, sounds a bit shit, sounds a bit like just not well thought of, but I think it's cliche, and it is for a reason, because throughout history people have said these things for a reason, because it's true. If you have like that ultimate belief in you, other people will feel that confidence and they'll believe in you as well. And it's, you know, it only takes 7 people to start a Mexican wave at a football ground, so imagine how many people it would take to believe in you for you to actually become a success, because I just feel like the universe just loves that shit.
Okay, so believe in yourself is the ultimate thing.
Yeah.
To make it. Right, one last question, Mike, I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
Only because generally I think, you know, you'll be able to give me a good answer to this.
Yeah.
Forget about music for a second, everything else that we're doing.
Yeah.
Generally, in regards to people being themselves, finding themselves, what advice would you give them just to live a happy life for them?
Stressful, man. These are fucking in-depth questions, and they require seriously in-depth answers, and I wish we had the time to deliver them, but to keep it sort of within nutshell, you gotta just not kill yourself. Because life can be shit, real shit, like random just shit, and sort of realise why you can't just fucking kill yourself, because you just fucking there's some things that are really worth living for. There are moments in life that are really like unique, and they'll happen for you, not to you, constantly. And as long as that happens, there's something worth staying up for, because it's all just like crazy sort of fucking this weird sort of cosmic battle we're all in, you know what I mean? But we're all connected to something higher. We know it's there, but no, it's really sort of like a bit confusing, but a bit like
you have the good with the bad though, right? That's what I'm saying, is life's good, it's bad, but ultimately it's just about journey, right?
I don't know what it's about. I think that's the thing of it, like you don't know what it's about, so just do what you think it's about. I mean, what do you think this is all about? Just like live like that,
just ride it out,
be sort of considerate to everyone else around you, because we're all existing on this massive like sort of spherical rock floating in infinite space for neons and fucking light years. Like, who has a clue really in that spectrum? What is fucking politics? What is money? What is culture? What is you? What are you? What am I? Nothing, just specks of dust floating in fucking infinite space forever and always. When we die, we'll just become that. We'll still continue. We're just fucking half dust particles will float. We're all little molecules, mate. Who cares? I've said enough.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much, Mike, for coming and joining us today.
That's all right, man.
Really appreciate it.
Should we get some food?
Let's go. Thank you, Mike.
Scott.
Yeah? Do you want to move the angle slightly different?
No.
Mike, you alright?
Mike!
Mike, you there?
Oh shit, that was hurt.
Right, so Mike, what's your thoughts on the music scene right now in the UK?
My thoughts on the music scene?